Hello, Leo, and welcome to Sincere Tarot, where you get the raw, honest truth. This is your mid-May tarot forecast, and your theme, and please don't be scared, is the Devil. So this could be a Capricorn influence, but also it can be fear, addiction, the feeling of enslavement. But look here, you can always walk away. So there might be like something that you're stuck in. It could be an addictive behavior. It could be an addictive, toxic relationship. It could be a situation. And you are literally convinced that you are stuck, but at any point, at any time, you can always walk away, you can always break free. The Devil resides in doubt, because it's the doubt that tricks you into thinking that you're enslaved, but you're never truly enslaved. We all have free will. We're all born with it. And this might be the time right now to reconnect with your higher self, your higher purpose, the real reason why you're here, okay, on this planet. And it's not to be stuck in fear and doubt or thinking that you're trapped. All right, so let's see what else is in store for you. Now, I'm trying this new spread, and so I'd like to hear what you think. But it is essentially, it's called the Kachina knife, and it's just focusing around, one particular situation or person that's most prominent for mid-May, okay? And I'm gonna read the spread, and then I'm gonna pull some clarifying cards, and then I'll also pull some advice cards, and definitely make sure you stick around until the end where you pick your own destiny cards, okay? So you use your intuition for that. So something that's kind of led up to the situation, we have got, let me just look at these for a moment. Okay, I feel like, this could be another person, but I feel like for most of you, it's another aspect of yourself. And we do have quite a number of higher arcana cards. So whether this is something within you or without, you are internally, spiritually being very, very affected. Now, it might have led from something to do with work. In the past, we've got the Three of Pentacles. So this could have been due to work. So I'm not saying it's completely within work or how you make your money or move around assets or finances or things like that. It could also have something to do with home or your physical body, okay? But it's physical, it's tangible. But it's not necessarily directly related to work, but it's something that could have been triggered, something regarding work, maybe some people that you work with, or people that you know through work, or somehow because of your work. So you are coming up actually as the Nine of Cups. So the Nine of Cups is a big wish card, so I feel like you do have a big desire. You are wanting to move forward with something that is emotionally fulfilling, and maybe this could have been something that you've wanted for a long time, and you're finally beginning to kind of move forward with it. I feel like there's a particular aspect of your life or yourself though, okay, because this is the other person or situation, is being represented as the Hanged Man. So there might be like a part of you that's kind of stuck. And it might be, or it could be this other person. I feel like for most of you it's you, but for a small amount of you it's going to be another person that's stuck. I'm just going to speak as if this is a different aspect of yourself. There's a certain part of you that's stuck, but because, and that hasn't really been moving forward in an overt way or an obvious way, but because you've been stuck and some sort of like sacrifice and not really fulfilling what you want to fulfill, and maybe thinking like, focusing on sacrificing for the future rather than going directly for what you want straight away. Like an example, I'm just gonna stay in this job because it will eventually give me the money that even though I hate it, because it will eventually give me the money to actually pay for the life that I do want, right? It can be something like that. So it's an indirect way of going for what you want, but it actually slows you down. It might be something like that. But it also, honestly, just because we've got this for the theme, it's like you're on a boat going down a river and there's a snag, like there's an anchor that's slowing you down. And it could be addiction, it could be a toxic relationship, doesn't have to be a romantic relationship, it could be any relationship in your life, okay? But it's something that's made you like stuck. Like really stuck, and it's stressful because this stuckness is clarified by the Five of Wands. It's like just too much drama, too much going on, too much, and it's draining your energy. And you feel like maybe a part of you feels like, oh yeah, a part of you definitely feels like, you know, you kind of have to do this all on your own. You may not think that all the time. Now, what's between you and this other aspect of yourself is the star. So this is like a big wake-up call. There is a lot of hope around this situation. There's always hope. You might have to make yourself vulnerable. You might need to, whatever this problem is, almost like create this awareness around you. People need to know, because how are people, yeah, I would definitely say bring people that are close to you into this situation. Let them know, yes, you're going to be letting your walls down. Yes, you're going to be making yourself vulnerable, but that's the only way that you have hope to move on from this. You're going to be exposing yourself, and also let them know about this wish, this desire. Okay. Maybe you might want to let them know why you're letting them know about this, because the outcome actually is the Three of Cups. And the Three of Cups is like feeling relaxed and comfortable around people that, you know, you love and you care about. It can be like a celebration card as well. So it's also kind of, and I feel like because you're being represented as the Nine of Cups with that wish card, and you've got the Three of Cups as the final outcome, I feel like, you know, you will actually, in the nearish future, be kind of going in the direction of having your wish fulfilled. But like part of that is like letting people into your life, letting people know about your desire and your wish. So it's almost like, do you have this voice in your head? Do you have this voice in your head that is almost organizing? It's almost like, kind of like a father in a sense. There's like a part of you that feels like you can't get your shit together, and then another part of you that's like, you should be able to do this. You should be able to, you know, create gold from coal or whatever. I just feel there's a little bit of a disconnect within you. But the way to connect that is actually to, just connect with people around you that you trust. Bring them in on this aspect of yourself. I'm going to pull some clarifying cards now. Again, I shuffled these off camera, showing you that I'm cutting. Oh my gosh. Okay. So we have got, okay. So yes, you have this is you remember, you have this desire, okay? This is being clarified by the Five of Wands, strife. There is definitely yes, you have this desire and it's not going to go away, and you have this wish, but there's just like struggle. There's just struggle. It's like just too much going on right now. I feel for you to like fully focus on it. It might be slowing down the process of you getting your wish fulfilled. And there also might be arguments with other people in your life as well. Like, oh, it should be this, blah, 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 blah. It's just too much to handle. It's too much to keep track of. I feel like this other aspect of yourself, right? The Hanged Man that's stuck, that's being clarified by the Four of Discs power. I feel like what you're learning is healthier boundaries, to take your time with things because you've been kind of forced to pause in a sense, and to be a little bit more discerning and with who you allow in and who you allow out. So, you know, regardless of what's going on, you are really thinking about like how you want to build your life in the future and how you see your life. So in the past leading up to this, we've got the Three of Pentacles, and that's clarified by the Four of Cups, luxury. This might not necessarily be work, okay? It could be physical, actual things that you've been trying to get together. And it's like amazing how in the past you've been able to hold everything together in a sense, but I don't think it's for the right reasons. Like this is clarified by the Four of Cups, luxury. So it's almost like this lack of satisfaction. Like it is like there's something to do with addictiveness. never truly being satisfied, and wanting things for the wrong reasons, thinking that you'll be emotionally satisfied by going in this direction, but really it leaves you empty. It's false. Now, you have had because of this, you have had like a major enlightenment awareness experience. However, okay, so the outcome, yes, 3 of Cups. You have to let people in, right, that you trust, because I think some of you might actually be continuing to, this is clarified by the devil, again, we've got it twice now. So I feel like there is a chance that you might actually continue to, be around people who enable this negative behavior. And I think for a lot of you, it might be drinking or drugs or some sort of addictive behavior where it can be encouraged, in a sense, enabled by a group or particular people. And maybe it's people that you feel comfortable around kind of showing this, but it's like, I don't know, it's not what you really want. And there really is so much stress caused from this in your life. But is there a part of you, like, okay, I think some of you who might be abusing drugs or whatever this is, I think that part of you might be actually saying a few things to rationalize it, like, okay, well, it makes me connected to spirit. I know that like a lot of people will maybe participate in drugs and say, oh, I had this amazing awakening experience, or it connects me to the divine, it connects me to source, God, the universe, whatever. But like, I'm sorry, it's creating a disconnect within yourself is what it's doing. And it's causing a lot of stress and strife in more than one aspect of your life. And I think it also like creates a lack of awareness of actually looking at what's going on in your life. You're like, look over here, I had this experience, and it's, and then you're not actually like looking at your actual life, because your actual life is stressful in a sense. I mean, it's crazy because there's a part of you that knows exactly what's going on, and there's a part of you that knows exactly what to do, that what you should do, and then there's another part of you that's just like looking over here. All right, let's pull some advice cards and then we'll do destiny cards, okay? All right, advice cards to get the best case scenario. Okay. So first off, we've got the Queen of Cups. So you need to be intelligent with who you, give your heart to and what you emotionally invest in. You need to be heart smart. And honestly, this even might be like, whatever it is that you're doing, is it really bad for your even physical heart, not just your emotional heart? And you need to be very careful who you spend your time with. Be careful with your drinking and things like that. You really do need to think of your health. Another advice card, we've got the 7 of Pentacles. So I feel like you might just want to focus a little bit more on your work and things that you care about and put a lot of effort into. So some sort of like a project that might help you make money as well. But this is physical, so it could literally be gardening. It could be, weightlifting. It could be things like that, like focusing on investments or stocks or whatever it is. Focus on that and maybe put your attention more towards that, because it looks like you're good at it. And then a third advice card is the Ace of Swords. You need a clear head. You need a new way of looking at things. And you might also want to ask for help, like literally, verbally, or write it, a message or something, ask for help. You need a new perspective. But you do have, the courage and the strength to have a new perspective. And I feel like you're going to have to, because like this whole situation is over. The stress, especially, it's messing with your head. So we've got the 10 of Swords as an advice card. And I think that maybe sometimes you participate in these activities because you do feel pain, or maybe part of you feels like you are the victim. And so you're kind of like taking care of yourself in a way, but like you really know that that's not the truth. I feel like there might be so much mental stress and just so much disappointment like related to this that you're going to have, that it will have to be the end, and you're going to have to pick yourself up and start over, but you can do it. Like 100% you can do this. Otherwise you wouldn't be getting this reading. Like there'd be no point. Now pick a number, 1, 2, or 3. I definitely feel like you especially need some destiny cards. Go with your intuition. But how have you, connected or resonated with this reading so far? What is it that you're fighting? Is it a person, or is it like a different aspect of yourself? I feel like if you are fighting other people, the thing that you're actually fighting the most is in your head. So, I mean, I know for myself, sometimes I'll have an argument with someone, and then I can have like a 5-minute argument with someone, and then that turns into like a 5-day argument in my head. So at the end of the day, even if there are other people involved that I do see, at the end of the day, it's more of like what's going on in your head and your frame of mind that is kind of really the main kind of problem in a sense. All right, pick a number, 1, 2, or 3. If you picked 1. All right. Okay, if you picked 1, on the surface we've got the Hermit, could be a Virgo as well, and then beneath the surface Princess of Wands, and then advice is 10 of Wands. So I think like one thing is, you need to be alone. Maybe you are alone. Maybe that's why you're participating in some of these, unhealthy activities. Or you at least kind of need to be alone. And I think that regardless of what's going on, there's a lot of self-discovery occurring about yourself, because with this whole global situation, pretty much everyone on the planet has been put in like a really unprecedented, unknown about situation. And it's making us discover things about ourselves, like how we are when we're alone. I do feel that with the Princess of Wands beneath the surface, I really do feel that, you are in a sense getting connected with your inner self, and, wands are fire and your fire sign. And I think that you might be able to be connecting with your inner beast in a sense, but maybe it's not in the way that you want. You really need to tame the beast. You want to lead the beast rather than have it lead you. And I think that even though with all this going on, you are learning to lead the beast. You are learning to tame that inner animal within you that can sometimes get out of control, in a sense. Your advice is the 10 of Wands. So this could mean one of a few things. So 1, it could mean that if there are certain duties, obligations, and responsibilities that you have put off, you need to pick up the pace and get back at it. Like you need to actually be responsible. You can't just leave things lying around forever. But another thing that this could mean as an advice card is that if you feel like there's just too much weight for you to carry and you're just doing too many things on your own and it's just getting really hard and unbearable, it's okay to ask people for help. It's okay to ask people for help, because a lot of people around you do want to help you, but like, how are they supposed to know if you don't ask? So ask for help if you need to. Yeah. All right, if you pick 2. All right, if you pick 2, we have got a brand new start in a particular aspect, because on the surface we've got the Chariot, possible Cancer influence. Beneath the surface we've got the Ace of Cups, so that's like a refreshing new start. And your advice is the Tower. So I feel like if you pick 2, you have hopefully picked yourself up and you're moving forward with a new goal. You're actually beginning to kind of look, okay, where do I want to see myself in the long run in regards to this, or your life in general, and you're just going for it. And it is emotionally fulfilling. It's definitely emotionally fulfilling. Okay, some of you, obviously not all of you, there might be an announcement of a pregnancy. Or if that's something that you are wanting to move forward with that has to do with maybe like a pregnancy or something, then that's that. Okay, that's only for some of you. I definitely feel like you have reconnected in a sense with emotional desire and creativity, and you're moving forward with that. So that's helping to propel you forward. So that's fantastic, because I didn't really see that in the past. And your advice is the Tower card. So as the Tower card is like, okay, you know what? Your life has changed. It abruptly, suddenly, okay? But you've got to embrace it. If something in your life fell apart, that's because it wasn't going to last in the long run. Like if it was actually that strong, then why did it fall apart? It fell apart because it really wasn't as strong as it may have seemed. It was going in a direction that maybe wasn't the right direction for you ultimately with your life purpose from a much higher perspective. And it's painful. But I think that if you just need to embrace that that's the old way, move forward with the new. If you pick 3, okay, I feel like if you picked 3, this might have something to do with work or physical things. And for some of you, it could be the addiction to the physical material. Excuse me. On the surface, we've got the 4 of Pentacles. Beneath the surface, the 6 of Discs, success, so that's good. And your advice is the Death card. Okay, so I feel like on the surface right now, you're feeling definitely a lot of instability. Things aren't going the way that you want. Maybe a bit of like hoarding, needing the physical things to make you feel comfort, but it's like this makeshift shell that's not really going to protect you in a sense. What's beneath the surface is actually a lot more positive. So you might not be happy with the way that things have went when it comes to security, finances, stability. And when I say security, that could be the security of your relationship, of where you live, things like that. And so you're not in a good way about that. However, it's actually lining you up for success. And there's something good coming your way. It just hasn't quite manifested. And this is something good, like physically, or a contract, or an inheritance, or just a raise, something like that. Okay, something good, scaling up a bit. It'll be like a pleasant surprise. I promise. Your advice is the Death card. So just the way that things used to be, like it's over, it's done. You're never going to go back. The Death card takes a long time to come, and it's the end of a cycle. So one of the reasons why you're reeling from this is because it is the end of a cycle, and big changes can be painful. They can be scary. They can be terrifying. And I feel like you're kind of trying to hold on to the old, right? But that's the old way. There's something new and better coming. The quicker you let go and accept that it's over, it's done, it's over, the quicker you'll actually be able to, embrace this new way of life. So it's kind of like you're literally just about to turn around the corner, okay? Right now you're here and you don't see this good thing coming, but as soon as you turn around the corner, boom, it's there, okay? All right, if you'd like a private reading, send me an email or check out my website. That's all in the description below. Let me know what you think of my new spread, the Kachina knife. Do you like it? Should I keep doing it once in a while? And I do monthly, mid-monthly readings, so definitely make sure you're subscribed. And if you're still here, you get a secret bonus card, and I feel like you need it. The Sun, good things are coming. You will be able to enjoy life fully. Everything that is beautiful, wonderful, fantastic. This is the best of the best card. Good things are coming your way. And you know what? Sometimes we need these downs in life to actually put things in perspective. So when things are good, they're going to be really good. You are in line for a very positive future. So good. I'm getting the tinglies, and I feel like it'll probably get here by the summertime. Oh, I cannot wait what's around the corner for you. Okay, it may suck now, but trust me, there are many good things coming your way, and you absolutely deserve it. See you later. Bye.